Good morning, children. How are you all? Hope you all are good and safe at your home. So let's begin today's video, and in today's video we will continue the same chapter, that is chapter number 8, the body movements. Now in this chapter we have done skeleton system. In the last video we studied about the skeleton system, and in that we studied that skeleton system is the framework of bones, and it is made up of how many bones? It is made up of 206 bones. So in a healthy human being, how many bones are there? 206 bones are present. And we studied about the function of skeleton also, that it support, it help in the movement, it protect the internal system, it help in the formation of blood cells. And after that we studied about the structure of skeleton, that how many parts are there in the skeleton, that skull is there, backbone or spine is there, rib cage is there, and limbs are there. After that we studied them one by one. We studied about the skull, that in a skull it consists of 22 bones, and in that 14 bones are present in our face. This we have studied. And after this it is rib cage. We have studied that rib cage, how many ribs are there? 12 and 12, each side 12. 12 means a pair of 12 is present in our ribs. This we have done. And after that we studied about the backbone, and we studied that backbone consists of how many bones? It consists of 33 small vertebrae, and these all together form the backbone. After this we studied about the limbs, that there are two pair of limbs, two are hands and two are legs. So these are the limbs. And we studied about the longest bone and the shortest bone in our body. The longest bone in our body is the femur, that is our thigh bone, and the shortest bone in our body is the stapes, that is present in our ear. Inside our ear, three bones are present. They all are small, but amongst them stapes is the smallest one. So stapes is the smallest bone that is present in our body inside our ear. Now in today's video we'll study about the joints. As we all know that our bones are very strong and we cannot break them easily, and neither we can bend them. Can we bend them? Just look at your hand. Can you bend your hand? No, we cannot bend it from here. Although we can bend it from here like this, we can bend. Yes or no? We can bend our fingers like this. Yes or no? But we cannot break them. From here we cannot bend. Our thumb, we can bend it in the forward direction but not in the backward direction. So means they can be moved but in a specific direction, and they can be moved from a specific point only, not from all the points you can move the bone. So what is that? So how it is possible? So it is possible due to the presence of joints in the body. So what are joints? So joints are the specific points or places where two bones are joined. Joint is a place where two bones join each other. Like this is this bone, hand bone from here, and this from shoulder bone is attached to shoulder bone, and they are joining at this point. Okay, so this is what this point is a joint. So this point is a joint, and this is a elbow joint. So this bone and this bone are attached at this point. So this is a joint, elbow joint. So at this point we can bend the bone. Now here also the wrist, it can be moved in all the direction, because a bone from here and a bone from the hand are attached at this point. You can feel it also. So it is the joining of the two bones. So this is what this is the joint. Joint is the place where two bones meet each other. So these two bones are attached with the help of the cartilage. It is joined with the help of the cartilages. So what is the cartilage? All of you just touch this ear, upper part of your ear. Can you move it? Yes, we can move it. Can you flip it? Yes, we can easily twist it also. We can twist it, yes. And they are soft, yes. Not that much soft. They are hard. They are softer than the bone, but harder than this lobe. Yes or no? Just touch the lower side of your ear. It is very soft. It is made up of muscles, and the upper one is made up of the. This is what it is harder than the, it is not harder than the bone. So this part is what, this part is the made is called the cartilage. This is what, this is cartilage. So this same cartilage is present between two bones. If this is a bone, this is a bone, so between them what will be present, a cartilage will be there that will help them to join, and that will help as a connective, is a connective tissue. Okay, so between the joints what is present, cartilage is there that help them to join. Okay, so cartilage is also present in our upper ear. As you can touch it, we can easily flip it. Okay, so cartilage is present in our ears and between the bones, between any two bones of our whole body. Okay, now after this we will see the, now how many types of joints are there in our body. As we all know, some bones we can rotate in all directions, means some joints we can rotate in all direction, some in only forward and backward direction, some like twist, we can twist our head like this. So different on depending of on this. So there are three types of joint in our body. There are mainly three types of joints in our body. First one is immovable. Immovable means that cannot be moved, that cannot be moved. The joints that cannot be moved are known as immovable joint. And the best example of immovable joint is our head, our skull. We cannot move the upper jaw like this. Lower jaw we can move. All of you just move your lower jaw. Can you move it? Yes. Now can you move the upper part of your jaw? No, we cannot move it separately. We can move our neck like this, our whole head we can move, but not only the upper jaw. So we cannot move our upper jaw or the head. So, we can only move our neck. It is not head. Okay, head is different thing. So the upper jaw is immovable. So immovable the, so the example of immovable joint are the, our upper jaw is the example of immovable joint. Now slightly movable, that are movable but only a specific level, so they are known as slightly movable joint. And movable joint means which can be moved in any direction. Now sometimes they are movable in all the directions, some in forward and backward direction, some up and down only, and some are gliding means they slide each on each other. So all these joints are are movable joint. So first of all we'll study about the types of movable joint. Okay, now we will study about four types of movable joint. Movable means that can be moved. So we'll study about four types of movable joint. First one is the hinge joint. First one is the hinge joint. Okay, all of you must have seen your doors and windows, how they open like this, forward, and then you can close them, open, close. And when a door starts, okay, you will see hinge here when they are attached to a wall. If this is a wall and this is your that door, you will see that they are attached through a hinge. They are attached through a hinge. So this hinge, through there only this hinge joint come, because our door we can open it to a specific level, then close it, open it to a specific level we can do, means forward and backward. So that is what the work of a hinge joint means. They will move but to a specific, like it is present in our elbow. As we can see, all of you do it like this. Now you can bend your hand like this, not more than this. Now from here only to this level, now to this level and this level, only this much you can bend. You cannot bend it more than this. So means a specific range is there for this. So hinge joint is what means, you can move it in forward or backward direction. So that is what, that is a hinge joint, and they are present in your elbow and in your knees also. You can move your knees also. So what is a hinge joint? Hinge joint allow movement in two directions, forward and backward, forward, backward, forward, backward, only in two directions. You can move it like this or like this. It will not move, okay? Because my wrist is moving, not my this one only. So the joint present in our elbow and knee are like these hinge. So these are the examples of hinge joint. Our elbow and our knees are examples of hinge joint. Now the ball and socket joint. As the name suggests, one will be ball and one will be the socket. Ball and the socket. Okay. So ball and socket joint, as it is said that one will be a ball and one will be a socket. So they will fit into each other and they can move like this. This can move. So as you can touch your shoulders, all of you touch your shoulders. So you will feel that a ball is it is a like ball, a ball is there and inside that another bone is fitted like this, as you can see in this diagram. So ball and a socket, here you can see this is like a ball and a socket is there, so they will fit into each other and they will move. So in this joint, the end of one bone is like a ball and it fit perfectly into a cavity in the other bone. This displacement allow maximum movement in all direction. We can move our hand in all direction. You can move your hand in all direction. So this is presence of the ball and socket joint only, and they are present in our shoulders. Okay. After this, we will move to they are present between hips and the femur bones and shoulders also. Means this ball and socket joint are present in our shoulders and the hip portion of our body, between the hip and the femur. Femur is our thigh bone. So between the thigh bone and the hip bone, what is present? This ball and socket joints are present. Now we'll move to the pivot joint. What is pivot joint? As you can see, pivot joint can do movement in all the direction. So it is like a cap and a like. So if we can move it like in all direction, it can move in all directions. So these types of joint are known as the pivot joint. So in this joint, the end of one bone is in the form of cylinder. So as you can see, one bone is in the form of cylinder, as in the shown in the diagram. One bone is in the form of cylinder. The end of the other bone is in the form of ring. So this bone is in the form of, other bone is in the form of ring. The cylinder fits into the ring and rotate inside it. So the cylinder fits into the ring and rotate on it. I'll show you through the pen and cap. Like if this is one cylindrical bone and this is the circular bone. Okay, so this bone and this bone fits like this, and the other bone can move in all direction like this. So this is what this is pivot joint, and these joints are present on our neck, on the neck portion, on the head. They are present here on the neck portion. You can learn it like this, a short trick for this. As you know, this is our head, this is our head, okay, and this is our neck. This is our neck. We have done it like this. This is our head and this is our neck. So what is forming? P is there. What is there? What is this? This is P. Yes or no? So which joint is present on our neck? This is pivot joint. Is it easy? Yes. This is our head and this is our neck. So what is this? P. Yes or no? So P for pivot. So pivot joint is present where? On our neck. Yes or no? So this is what? This is the pivot joint. Now pivot joint is found in our on our neck. This we have done. Now the gliding joint. Gliding means that slides on other smoothly. That slides on the other very smoothly. So this type of joints are known as gliding joint. This kind of joint allow bones to glide over one another and provide slight movement. They are present at the ankle of the wrist. Okay, as you can see, your wrist can move in all direction like this. So they are gliding. Two bones are present one over another and they are gliding. As you can see in this photograph, two bones are there, one this one and the other this one. So they are gliding over each other. So they are like this. So they are gliding over each other, sliding over each other, and providing the movement to the other bone. So these types of bones are known as the gliding bones, and they are present in our wrist and our ankle. Now the fixed joint, as we have I have already told you, fixed joint, what they cannot move. So they are very, the bones in the head that protect our brain are joined together by the fixed joint. They cannot move. So this portion, this upper portion of the head is not movable. It is not movable, it is fixed. So this is the fixed joint, and it is an example of immovable joint. So this is all about the joints. So let's quickly recap what we have studied in joints. We studied about different types of joints. So first, let's begin with our head. In our head, which type of joint is present? What I told you, which type of joint is present in our head? This is our head and this is our neck. So which type of joint is this? Pivotal joint. Which type of joint is present in our neck or head? We can say on the head, which type of joint is present? Fixed joint is present on the head. On the head, which type of joint is there? Fixed joint. On the neck, which joint is there? Pivotal joint is there. And here, two shoulders, which joint is there? Ball and socket, because ball are present here and here on the shoulders. So which joint is there? Ball and socket joint is there. Now comes to the hand hinge. So on the hand, this elbow, which joint is present? Ball and socket, this hinge joint is present. What about this wrist? Here gliding joint is present. That's all. Now moving to the lower part of the body, in the hips, which joint is present? Ball and socket joint is present. And on the ankle, which joint is there? Gliding joints are there. It was easy or not? So this is all about the joints. Just go through the all the points once again, and stay home, stay safe. See you in the next video. Sai Ram.